there it is. I see
yeah.
The whole thing. Here it is.
Apparently, we have to watch out for ourselves because Miguel likes to be sneaky and shit like that.
Dude, last minute. Oh, I got something I gotta do with me. I'm like,
like, fuck you guys in your show. He's tired of getting shit talked to him. It's okay, it's okay, Miguel. Well, I don't know how many people are watching, but welcome to Girls, Gore, and Gin.
Welcome, everyone.
Continued quarantine edition. Extended quarantine edition.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to quit this shit soon.
Yeah,
I mean, some
fingers
people
crossed.
already back to work anyway. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still not back at work yet, though. I don't know. They haven't contacted me, said anything, so I don't know. I'm still waiting. They might be open and just haven't told me.
Jeez. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
They do shit like that, though. Jerks.
Oh.
I'll be sitting in the parking lot waiting for like an hour for somebody to get there. Like, when do I get a key?
It's like, please, someone let me in. Oh, what's that old Mervin's commercial? Open. Oh, I'm old. That's good.
Okay, hold on. I'm just doing a couple shares.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too. But thank you guys for whoever's joining us right now. Like I said, I can't see who's here except for Vicky because she said, hey.
Let us know. Hi, everyone. Tell us hello so we can see you.
Yes, class. Hello, Jay. Everyone raise your hand, please.
Hi, Jay.
Well, for those of you joining us, tonight we're going to be talking about the Mesa Bone Collector. Or there's a couple other names, isn't there?
West Mesa Bone Collector. As far as I know, that's the only one I heard about.
Okay. Well, it is in New Mexico, which I can kind of see. I can kind of see that. So, hey, Joshua, thank you for joining us. Did you have a question of the night, darling?
I did. Mine's kind of, I don't know. I guess it's kind of boring. I couldn't think of anything, and I did the Would You Rather in my dead last week, so just so I could have it for tonight. Would you rather be eaten by a shark or swallowed by a whale?
Eaten by a shark or swallowed by a whale? Well, whales kind of suck you in, and then sharks kind of munch on you for a minute.
Yeah, I know.
So maybe inhaled by a whale.
Yeah, I mean, is it a slow death in the belly while the acids like destroy your body, or would you rather be like torn to shreds? I guess is how you could look at it. So I don't know. I think being torn to shreds, it might make me, or I mean, I might drown quicker with the shark. Might be faster. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah. Go into shock and drown. I can't swim, so I'd probably drown before the fucking shark got me. Oh, we have Weimerson. Yeah.
Weimerson Santos.
Weimer.
Oh, it's.
Yeah, if I said your name wrong, I apologize.
It's fake.
Oh, okay, cool.
He said stylish hair. I'm like, thank you. It's fake.
She's wearing a hat tonight.
Yeah. I'm still trying to share. Sorry. I'm like trying not to be on my phone, but I'm trying to look for all my groups. And it's so weird with some groups. They don't let you post anything or like, no. Okay. So I'm like, I reached out to one of like a group admin. I was like, so I have a question because I have no idea. Like, is it considered self-promotion if I post our videos in here? And he's like, as long as it's horror or like slasher related or whatever related, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, that's cool. Thanks. It's good to ask, I guess.
Yeah, because you never know. Like, there's always it seems like that's what you can do, but it's really not. And then you get like flagged for spam and all kinds of crap. And it's like, that's not what I wasn't trying to do that. So yeah. But
it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Joshua says shark sounds quicker. Vicky says shark. Scott Paulson, what's up, brother?
What up, dude?
Are you ready for some strange news? Some strange news?
Strange news. Oh.
Strange news?
Yes.
Or Lauren's case.
I know, smoke signals.
All right. Well, this one I actually got from our friend Jay Gavitt at the Corpse Paint Show in Texas. We got to meet him at Texas Frightmare.
Yeah.
We got some extreme liquid death water. And I love it because I love Mr. Pickles, and I guess they're the same guys or whatever. So that was pretty cool. But he actually shared this story with me earlier in the week, maybe about last week. And I thought it was pretty cool. Apparently, Mount Everest, a lot of people do the climbing of the mountain to see who can get the highest. Well, I guess a lot of people don't even really realize what happens to a lot of those people who attempt that. A lot of them die. And they just kind of like, it's not like they get to a point and they're like, you know what, I'm tired. I think I'm going to go back, or they call somebody, can you come pick me up? No, a lot of them die. And apparently over 200 bodies are still frozen on Mount Everest. And when other people go to climb Mount Everest to try to make the next goal, they actually have to walk past or over the dead bodies to get there.
Damn.
Yeah. And their packs are still there. I mean, they're like pretty preserved-ish, I guess, if you will, because it's ice.
Like a graveyard, pretty much.
Yeah. So there's like
mausoleum.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big graveyard technically on Mount Everest. So I thought that was pretty cool. So thank you, Jay, for sharing that. So
that is sweet.
Yeah. Joshua says, depending on what type of oil, I'd probably crush you to death. Sounds worse. It'd probably crush you to death. Sounds worse. Maybe. Okay.
Reason why there's bodies on Mount Everest.
Oh, Peanut has something to say. Hang on.
The reason why the body's still up on Mount Everest is because it's too dangerous to go up there and recover the bodies.
Yeah.
I would figure nobody's. I mean, it's like enter at your own risk kind of thing.
Exactly.
It's like if you die, well, haha.
Well, good luck on how far you make it, buddy. I hope it's farther than the last guy. You may have to walk over him.
You will be a death that I can giggle at.
Right?
Speaking of, Joshua, in February of 2002, on the 18th of that month, he was hiking in Hawaii, and he hiked onto a ranch. He decided to climb a koa tree in the dark, trying to steal a couple branches because they are, they're native to the land and they're quite expensive. And basically Hawaii that's a huge part of their economic system. It's a lot of it relies on those trees. So this guy wanted to steal some of the branches. This idiot cut the branch above his head. It swooped down, it smacked him in the head. The police found his body still hung upside down, stuck up in the tree.
No shit. Oh. I got a visual what that would look like.
It reminded me of cartoon.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think when I first read this, I was like, oh, he's gonna cut underneath him like an idiot or the wrong branch and fall. But nope. He cut the one above him and it swung and hit him in the head and killed him.
What's up for being a thief?
Yeah, I know. Quit trying to steal from the natives, yo. I mean, Joshua, I'm pretty sure this dude's white. A white person dude. It's just an idiot.
No offense, Joshua Roberts, who's watching right now.
Trying to steal from the natives. We already have a bad rap for that.
Damn. All right, Chica, you ready to get into this shit? It's a lot.
Let's go. There's a lot, you guys. So If you have anything to say, I would suggest you say it now because we're going to be talking a lot.
I was able to sum it up the best I could in 2.5 pages, but I know there's still a lot more detail that could have been put in it.
I got a ton of pages. I wrote like you.
Buckle up, kiddos. All right. In February of 2009 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a woman was walking her dog, and her dog found a bone that still had clothing attached to it. And it didn't look like anything, any other animal bone that her dog has ever picked up before out there. I guess apparently there was deer bones that the dog would pick up. And she took it home, and her sister was a nurse, and she took a photo of it, sent it to her sister, and said, "Hey, does this look normal to you?" And she's like, "That actually looks like a femur bone." And she's like, "Oh shit." So she took it to the cops, and they started on what has been the largest crime scene in America, finding 11 female bodies and 1 infant. So, yeah.
Well, there was a population increase. They mentioned that this part of this piece of information was important because there's a lot of construction going on.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of construction going on. People were building on stuff, and then the market crash of 2008 happened, and so a lot of stuff was just left like abandoned. But because of all the construction, some of the bodies we'll get to them being, moved around and all that shit. So, bodies.
Yeah. And weren't they saying that like, well, I don't know if you've heard this or not, but they were saying that they think there might have even been more than 11 because, like you said, they were doing like a lot of construction there, and they used like big machines to like deep dig in the dirt, so it would like it might have broken up or actually moved actual full physical pieces to other locations.
Yeah, I read something about there was like probably estimated maybe up to 24, or they thought there might have been at least 24.
Oh whoa!
They don't know because they didn't find all of the body parts. They were trying to link someone. Spoiler for the future. They were trying to link someone to other like disappearances that had happened. Mm-hmm. So they were thinking maybe there might be more because of that. So I don't know if I don't think it's because they found more bones.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it sucked. It's really pretty sad. The whole story itself in a whole is sad. All the girls were between the ages of 15 and 32. They all had drug addiction and were into prostitution. So it kind of got to a point where it wasn't getting a lot of notoriety anymore because prostitutes are, they do bad things.
Mm-hmm.
No one's supposed to care about them.
Yeah, with all of their arrest records and the solicitation charges and all that stuff, like they're not seen as like members, like contributing members of society. So they're kind of like swept under the rug a little.
Oh, they're contributing to society. Oh, but no, it's still a cold case. It's been going on for 11 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 11 years now. Shit. Yeah. And supposedly they have a dozen suspects, but they're not talking about all of them. There's only like certain ones that they've actually talked about and brought up and kind of made it suggested that one of these guys probably did it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we'll get into that too. Who was the first one? Oh, Lorenzo Montoya. He was a suspect that they're still trying to find something to pin on him for it. But he lived less than 2 miles away from the burial site, and they said that it's actually reported that there were tire marks that went from his trailer into that West Mesa area.
They caught it on the satellite.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that's how they figured it out, because they were using like satellite stuff, and they like the Google search, Google image, or Google Maps or whatever. Basically, yeah, see, be careful with that shit.
They're listening and they're watching.
Yeah, everyone knows. So yeah, they looked into a satellite and they were able to track those tire marks.
That's crazy. Holy shit. But they can't really do anything now, even if it was him, because in 2006, well, actually a few years prior to that, he had strangled a prostitute. He had her in his truck and he was strangling her and trying to rape her. And I guess she was able to get free and get away from him. And then in 2006, he had another teenage prostitute in his trailer and he was strangling her. And I guess he drug her outside and her pimp was waiting outside, caught him up outside, shot him and killed him.
Yeah, Frederick was her pimp. She had met, or she was corresponding with Lorenzo online because she had like a website or whatever for her escort shit. And so Frederick, the pimp, was also her boyfriend. So he went with her to this place to meet this guy, and he was parked a little ways down the street, and he was waiting for her to come outside, and it's been like an hour, and he said he walked up and he saw him dragging her to his car.
Okay.
So that's why they got in an altercation and they shot him. So yeah, they couldn't. Yeah, I mean, even if he was guilty, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean, the family would at least get closure, but there wouldn't be, you couldn't prosecute and get any kind of actual justice for it. But yeah, so yeah, he was one of the many they claim, that was suspect for it. And one of the ones that they pushed out there the most. And I kind of feel like sometimes when they do that, it's because they really don't have anything. They're just like, we're just going to give you what you want. Like,
and he's already dead, so they probably could, if they wanted to, find whatever and just pin it on him.
Exactly. They actually in December of 2010, they actually went all the way out to Colorado and interviewed serial killer Scott Lee Kimball, because Kimball owned a cattle ranch in Colorado, but he was always traveling to Albuquerque for business or whatever the hell he was doing. And he just so happened to be in that area at the time that a lot of those girls had come up missing. But he's in prison now for the rest of his life for, the murders and shit. And he's even said, he's like, nope, wasn't me. He goes, it just coincidental. I just was in that area, but he swears up and down he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty interesting because they suspect, obviously they're going to suspect him. He's a serial killer in that area.
Right.
Yeah.
There was another guy that they suspected who was living in a different state as well, but he frequented Albuquerque because he was a photographer.
Okay.
Yeah, when they raided his studio, like out of state, they found pictures of girls that looked either dead or unconscious. And he was like, well, those are just art pieces, he liked to go to Albuquerque to take pictures of girls that had not girls, just people that had not been photographed before. But why would you take photos of like unconscious girls? I don't know. It was weird. But they couldn't, pin him on anything because he was gone at the time a lot of the murders happened. So
yeah, I heard on that guy that they got over like tens of thousands of photos, and that he also went to the fair, the New Mexico Fair, or Albuquerque Fair or whatever, because during the fair, there's like higher prostitution trafficking and drug trafficking at the fair, and the people that are coming in from the areas. And he was at the fair like every year just taking photos. So they were kind of like, oh, he's a fucking weirdo, and he went to the fair every year, and there's that makes sense, right? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, his name was Ron Irwin. But
Irwin.
That's all I got on him.
Joseph Blea. I don't remember how you pronounce his name.
Blee? I don't know. I've heard it pronounced Blee. I've heard it pronounced Blay. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's a scumbag anyway.
Oh my god, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Christ.
What'd you get on him?
Only that well, he has quite the record.
Mm-hmm.
We both know. In 1981. In the 1970s, he would break into women's houses and like steal their underwear and shit.
Yeah, he was the McKinley Middle School rapist.
Oh my god!
Because they were between 13 and 15, and he'd like put a mask on and break in their rooms and ugh.
Oh my god! Yeah. And then he would always talk about how he hated prostitutes. And his ex-wife actually called in and tipped the police and told them that he, would used to hire prostitutes. So she was like trying to pin it on him too.
Oh, she was. You think she was involved with it too?
No, they think no.
Okay.
I don't know. How did I word it? So
we said pin it on him. I'm like, to get the blame off of her too? I'm like,
no.
Like, they're closing in. I ain't going down, motherfucker.
No, she was just kind of. I guess I don't know. She just probably hated him. It was. He probably knew what he was doing though.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Anyway, there have been weird couples that do that shit too. Maybe.
Oh god. I know. So the cops, when they pulled out some of the bodies, they found a plant with an ID tag on it. And they tracked it to the local nursery that proved that he was a customer there regularly. So he used to buy those plants all the time. So this Joseph Blee guy. So they thought that he, that's part of the reason why they tagged him, and like why they pinned him for it, or were trying to at first. His wife would say, ex-wife would say that he used to dump his garbage out there all the time. So. Oh
man. Well, that's all I got for the killer suspects. Did you get anybody different?
I actually kind of dove into the girls a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so the first victim that they found was Victoria Ann Chavez. She was 16 at the time she disappeared. She was a sex worker. She was, obviously abusing drugs. She had children. She was in and out of jail, kind of 4 years, like in and out, kind of gone, would come back, gone, come back. Actually, wait, no, that's not, I don't know. Sorry, she was missing for 4 years until they found the next girl. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, so she went missing in March 2005, but her body was too decomposed for them to find any, evidence of how she died, or, when she might have died, like an exact date or anything like that. So that's kind of a bummer. They found another body weeks later, and that was the pregnant girl with the fetus that had decomposed.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
That is sad.
Her name was Gina Michelle Velez. She had 2 kids. She was also, like you mentioned earlier, they're all, basically abusing drugs, prostitution, all that stuff. So they all kind of had the same lifestyle. Some of them were in the same circles. They kind of knew about each other or of each other, like, because, they all lived in the same city.
Yeah.
So she was arrested. Oh my God, this chick was arrested 19 times for prostitution and 14 times for drugs.
Damn.
Yeah, she disappeared August 2004. But the police told her mom that they couldn't prove that she was actually missing because of her lifestyle. So they didn't even handle that well. Like, just because she, did all that stuff, they basically just kind of were like, oh, well, maybe she just moved. pretty much.
Yeah.
And then they find her body, and it's like, whoops. So they should have been looking for her.
Yeah.
But anyway, her mom had sent dental records to the police to help identify her body, which is how they identified her in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see. Anybody have any questions? What's up, guys?
Brian says, I imagine regarding your would you rather, swallowed by a whale would be like being thrown into a sarlacc pit. Richard said, what's up? I'm on location tonight. I'm at the bar.
On location. Drink one for me. I'm not drinking this month. I'm just getting
Richard says, no idea what's on, but sounds like a total whore bitch. The guys that did it they're total whore bitches. They're horrible creatures. But yeah, no, I mean, they ended up, the female you just talked about, one with the fetus, her grandfather, not her grandfather, I'm sorry, the unborn baby's grandfather, got together with the city parks and stuff in New Mexico, and they were able to do a memorial park for all of the victims that they found out in West Mesa.
That's cool.
And yeah, it looked pretty cool. Their little idea for it looked really cool. And there's like a big concrete walkway, and each area has a name, and there's little benches and everything. Mm-hmm. And there's 2 slabs that stick alongside, everyone else's. And one is thanking Mr. Valdez for the creation of the memorial park. And there's another memorial stone for Ruka, which is the dog that discovered the bone that started the whole discovery of these victims.
Dang.
Well, I guess some people in the community were upset about it. Apparently, Karen wanted to speak to the manager.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Why?
Because apparently it takes away from the victims. And you're going to learn more about this dog than you're going to learn about these girls that are here in this, baby and all this other stuff, because people are going to think, oh, this is just a prostitute park, oh, look at this great dog. Like, really? Like, that wasn't the intention for it. I mean, even the victim's father, her father put that on. They asked for the dog's stone to be included because, like I said, that's, that dog discovered what happened to their daughter, where she went, and where other people's daughters went, and what happened to them, because they're all gone. Yeah. And a lot of people were super upset about that. And then on top of that, they were moving dirt from a park that was about a quarter mile away, Anderson Park. Mm-hmm. And when they were moving the dirt, they found another body out in Anderson Park. And yeah, so everybody got, their emotions restirred back up. They don't know they've never said if it's linked to that or not. But it's just the coincidence of it. Like, hey, we're building this park, but we're finding bodies in this old park right here. Like, holy shit. And other sad news, because this story just fucking so sad, is that now the deal is that the memorial park for these women, sits like on county and I want to say like county and state line or whatever county.
Oh, God.
So people go out there and they're illegally dumping shit all in this park, and it's just all trashed and demolished. It's not kept up on. So it got brought to everybody's attention, and so now they're like, oh, we're going to try to work together in both departments to keep it up and make it nice. And I'm actually just curious to what it looks like now. Mm-hmm. Because that just sucks, dude. They didn't need that shit. I mean, yeah, they did what they did, but that doesn't make them any less of a person than anybody else.
I know. A lot of these things, I'm sure they had hard lives, because nobody just is like, you know what, I'm going to do drugs today. Like, I mean, unless, I don't know, maybe some people do, but most people don't do that. You know, most normal people don't do that.
This coffee's just not doing it for me anymore.
Might want to try some crack cocaine.
Right? They don't make coffee strong enough.
Yeah, nobody gets into that, so who knows? That's really sad.
It is. The whole thing just sucks. And then the fact that they still haven't really found anything, and they're not keeping contact with the families. It feels like they're pushing the families off and just.
Oh, yeah. The police told the families not to reach out to the public.
Yeah. And not the news and all that other stuff about it.
Yeah.
One of the Mr. Valdez, the one that put the park together, he and his wife were being interviewed about the crap that was going on at the park and everything and what had been going on with the case. And they're like, this is the first time we've heard from anybody in 5 years about this.
Wow.
Like, they don't talk to us about anything. And then they were interviewing a detective or something like that. He goes, well, our number hasn't changed. Like, we haven't gone anywhere. It's the same phone number. They can always call and this and that. And it's like, okay, I'm sure they call all the time because the dad's like, the dad even looks at the mom at the end and he's like, just if you let them do their job, they'll get it done. And she's like, yeah, well, it's been 5 years. Like she was over the whole thing. She sees what they're doing and he's still being very hopeful. So, and it's understandable.
Absolutely. I mean, these women are, you know, they're just being treated like shit, you know?
Yeah. And it's shitty when I hope they find out something and is able to give them some kind of closure, whether it's this one dude who got shot by a pimp or the one that's sitting in prison right now or somebody they haven't caught yet.
They're also thinking that it's possible that that obviously they're not looking into, that it could be a dirty cop that was hooking up with prostitutes and decapitating them and burying them in the desert.
What? I didn't hear that one.
There was a girl, her name was Cinnamon, that she was one of the bodies that they found. Mm-hmm. Her mom had told police that she heard rumors from different girls that Cinnamon used to hang out with and all that stuff about this cop, but the police failed to follow up on that lead because, of course, they're not going to fucking look into their own precinct. They're not going to look into their own department. So there was another lead that they could have had that, of course, they're not going to look into. They have undercover cops that go and do that. Oh, shoot. Hold on. My phone, my computer's dying.
Oh, no. Well, if you can still hear, Shelby says hello from Alaska. Hope you're all doing well. We are. Thank you. Very bored. And then she says, she said, ladies, you look beautiful as always. Mwah, darling. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I gained 12 pounds during this whole fucking quarantine. I literally gained 12 pounds. I checked.
Oh, geez.
It's okay. It's okay. That's why I'm not drinking this month. It's because I drank too much. Too many sweet Too many sweet because when I drink, I like to snack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not very good at the whole eating and drinking at the same time too much. So, well, mostly because I do shots. If I have to do a mixed drink, I can munch a little bit, but not like eat. It feels weird. I don't like it in my belly. My belly goes, no, Joe. But yeah, dude, this place totally sucks. This totally sucks.
Mm-hmm. There's an officer. Huh?
No, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, there was an officer, Ida Lopez, who was close to the sex workers because she was working in the department where she was like, had to be, she had to, arrest them and all that, she was an officer. But she kind of got close to them after hearing their stories and, all that. Then she had to go on a medical leave. And when she came back, they put her on, she got rank of detective, but after a medical leave, she came back and they put her on the case of Gina Valdez, her disappearance, because they put her in a missing persons department. I don't know what it's called. So yeah, basically her disappearance was a lot similar to other girls in the area. Since she was so close to the sex workers in town, she noticed a lot of those girls are going missing. This girl kind of disappeared the same way.
Yeah.
So she was looking into it. The area that these girls had been abducted from or disappeared from was called the war zone. Like where all these bodies were taken from. Because that's basically where people like to get fucked up and they do their drugs and they, all the prostitution and the bars and all the hotels and all that shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're saying there was about 24 girls that had gone missing in total, and some of them were the ones that were found.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that that police officer had been told by one of the girls, I want to say, that area at West Mesa, that there's supposedly, a mass grave burial out there. And she just was like, oh, okay, interesting. And just kind of kept it in the back of her head. I mean, because she's not going to go out there and excavate on a tip from a prostitute. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, they got to ration that government money. So
anyone on drugs, it could be a metaphor. Who knows?
Right? No, I didn't mean I was tripping. I mean, I wore heels and I was trying to walk through the field. I was like following everything steps. I was tripping. Oh, Richard says, I drink a lot too. It's okay. You're liked. Yeah, but that's all the info I got pretty much on that for tonight. Just, yeah. Well, I feel bad for their families.
Yeah, me too. There's so many different little details and just so much information. Did you read about Fred Reynolds? Fred
Reynolds. Oh, I did actually. That was the one that had the collection of photos that died.
Yeah, all the nude photos of his prostitutes. Yeah, he did have, or he knew two of the women that they had dug up. He was their pimp.
Oh, he was their pimp. Okay, because I didn't get I got that he was connected to some of the girls.
Yeah, he was a pimp. He wasn't a suspect until after he died, though. He owned an escort business and all that, and then it was in 2008, after he got sober and came back, he was trying to reach out to the girls that had gone missing.
Oh wow. Okay.
So they were thinking maybe it could have been him, but if he was gone at the time they were murdered, so that ruled him out.
Who do you think did it? Do you have any ideas on that?
I don't know. I have no idea. They're saying it could have been the cartel too.
I heard that one too.
Cartel members, but I'm like, just because it's New Mexico doesn't mean it's cartel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm thinking it could have been the dirty cop.
Yeah, it's that. And then it's a heavy tie between that Joseph Flea and that Lorenzo Montoya.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there's some things about both of them too that are just like, well, no, that kind of doesn't make sense. But I guess I can see where the cops will be coming from on.
Especially the way they're handling these cases, how they're just like, whatever. They're prostitutes, who cares? This Joseph guy, I don't think this fits his MO, or you know what I mean? He rapes little girls.
Yeah. And that tag could have came from anywhere because, that dirt could have came from another park or another landfill, or, people were dumping trash out there too. It could have been something that could have got mixed up in the dirt when they were digging, and it just so happened to coincidentally land there and be stuck with their clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. Who knows?
And then I did hear one theory that they think it might have been several people, like in connect, or as a group.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It might be like 2 people or 3 people that were working together and getting these girls and doing whatever and burying them out there, which I can kind of see that too.
It makes sense because they all kind of went missing around the same, like, almost the same time, like within like a couple of years, but I mean, a lot of them went missing around the same time, rather, is what I should say.
Ooh, I don't know. This is a tough one.
It could be multiple people.
The other thing that gets me, though, too, is that the cops are saying, no, there isn't a serial killer on the loose.
Yeah.
Why do you say that? Because a serial killer is somebody who kills 3 or more people.
Yeah, and they all were taken the same way, pretty much.
Yeah, because some serial killers, from the shit that we've read, like some of them will do shit like real quick, and then they'll stop their shit for like years and years and years, and then they'll pick it up again. Or some people, they'll kill maybe once or twice and then not do nothing for a long time, and then do a whole bunch of crazy shit. Like they, missed out on a lot of things. Like they all have different patterns. So it could have been a single person that just killed all these girls at one time.
Yeah, like on a spree.
Yeah, just like on a spree. Like maybe he was like, yeah, like I'm kind of full on this now. I'm gonna chill my shit. And then it's like, oh, we found the girls. Like, oh shit, I'm glad I stopped.
Yeah. Shit. None of them were found with any belongings. So yeah, it's weird. Like they were obviously was after they were sexually assaulted or after they had paid for sex.
And most okay, that's interesting. You say they didn't have anything, like any kind of personal trinkets or anything on them, I guess, or wallets or anything. I'm assuming a lot of serial killers, they keep, that kind of shit. And if that person's really, killing all these people, they would keep that. And then if they've investigated some of the guys they already have, they're not finding anything like that. So maybe it's none of these guys. Or maybe they were smart and got rid of the shit. I don't know. But those guys are weird in the head, and they always keep something. They always keep something that gets them fucking caught.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn.
I'm not a professional. I just play one on TV. So I don't know. It's just again, it's just super sad. And hopefully there isn't a serial killer on the loose out there. Hopefully this person has already died.
Oh my God, I know. One of, the youngest one, the 15-year-old, she was just going with her cousin. She wasn't even doing anything. Like, that's so sad. Like, she was just, I guess, in the wrong place at the wrong time. They both went missing at the same time. So, it's really sad.
That's so shitty.
Yeah. She was 15. She was my age when she went missing. 2004. I was 15.
Oh, shit. I think I was almost 20. Like, oh, shit. But yeah, that's all I got for that.
Yeah. Same. What does everybody think? Are you sad now?
I know, right? Miguel says, I'm crying. My sister's growing up so fast. You know what? It's not about you, Miguel. Get over yourself. You're not even here.
It was very much about me.
Congratulations to your sister.
Very sad. But you know who's not growing up so fast? You want to know who's not? The victims of the West Mesa bone collector.
I couldn't refrain from one fucking joke all night, Miguel.
Nope, I had to do that. I'm sorry, I'm super duper late. My sister had her graduation. And
congratulations.
Little tangent here. She was able to do a little video to submit, and she didn't tell me, so she didn't submit anything, even though we made her look way cooler than those other little shits. That should have been the best one. No, I'm just super proud of her. Thank you guys for letting me go check her out. I was not actually crying, but I could have. I definitely could have if I needed to. I could have thrown some tears down.
You're fucking bawling like a baby.
They mentioned her by name.
Hold it for the camera ends.
She's their favorite student out of all the math things. So I was super proud of her. She is the one who has been with Alps, so she missed quite a bit of the year already. And then with the pandemic, so the fact that she's kept up with her schoolwork so well,
That's
But I'm sorry I couldn't really listen very much, guys. I was really excited for this episode. And is there a chance that we're doing a 2-parter on this one, or is it you guys kind of wrapped it?
You know what? We actually got everything. I thought it was going to be 2-parter because I wrote a lot of shit down.
No worries. I understand. Really do appreciate his holding it down like that, though. I really do. Great work.
Well, it's our show, dummy. We're supposed to.
Well, yeah, but I've been on the show so much lately. Like, I feel like I'm a girl, Gore, and a Jin. So, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're the ghouliest of ghouls.
That's all I got. That's all the dance moves I got.
Raise the roof for Diet Coke or for Coke Zero.
Oh, yeah. I had one today for the first time in months.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Not because I'm not
Belly hurt from the bubbles?
I just couldn't find them. I was being lazy. Literally, it's just Diet Coke, whatever. Anyway, thank you, Philip. I feel better. The hair feels good. That it's not super long.
Looks nice.
I kind of wanted to throw some out to you guys if you're free to come to Vegas next week, the both of you.
Vegas
to do the show in Vegas. If you guys are free, no, I already have a room because I have to go there. Don't tell anybody. But yeah, I have to go do some stuff over there. So we can talk about it more later. But for right now, I just wanted to say hello to you both. And great work.
Hello.
Oh, and definitely shark. I feel like while it's eating me, I would bite it back. I'm like, oh, fuck you, shark. So I can at least get one bite of shark in there while it's destroying me. So I have a good chance of winning, even though I would not win. I would just die.
Just punch him in the nose.
Bad shark.
Slap it. Pimp hand strong against a shark. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. I think I was catching you guys like right at the tail end. Are you rapping, or is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
I don't know. We have a merch store.
Yes.
Check it out. Check out our website. If you want to put it up there, Migs.
I'm putting it up right now. I'm getting.
Get on your fucking job, Miguel, for once in your life.
I shouldn't have had to ask. You should have heard website. Let me put it in the link below.
I already doing
right. I love that. She's like, I shouldn't even have to ask. You heard me, boy.
Yes, I'm the one who needs to be pimp slapped.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right. Yep, right there. Yeah, check it out, guys. There's some really cool stuff on there. There's Father's Day T-shirt. In fact, I'll show that off real quick if you guys don't mind before we head out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Happy Father's Day. Super duper fathery. It's a good song. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I see number 1. It's bumping Justin Bieber off the charts.
Yeah, that kid sucks. There we go. So if you guys can see the logo right there a little better, there's some really good fathers to celebrate Father's Day with. Chikatilo, BTK, Bundy, Ridgway, all just really outstanding dads.
They didn't murder their own children.
You know,
They spared the children.
That's a good thing, sort of ish.
Best dad ever.
Oh, it looks like you can get it in a variety of colors.
Oh yeah, there's a shit ton. Oh man.
Oh yeah, there's a shit ton.
Blam, 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 blam. Oh, that's it.
My brain's gonna like malfunction. Ah.
All right, that was all the colors. I lied about a shit ton. It's more of like an amuse-bouche of colors.
There's lots of colors. It's a cool print. Nice logo.
Yeah.
The best.
Thanks, Miguel, for making that. That's super funny.
I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm really glad you guys liked it.
Yeah, so you guys, if you can, check out our store. And we've got, I'm assuming we have all kinds of merch on there, Miguel. Miguel.
There's like 2-3 things. Oh, wait, there's a bunch of stuff. Boom.
Show them what they've won.
Yeah, print.
Speaking of, we should do a giveaway soon.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and there's little COVID masks and shits.
Yeah.
I'm most excited about this shirt though. Frankie designed this, and I think it's just freaking cool.
See my fat thighs on there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You like that? You like that little rolly there? You like that?
But there will be soon. More cool stuff to come. Like that.
Oh my god. Who's even watching anymore? Do they hate us now?
I don't know. I don't even think I'm watching anymore, honestly. No.
All right,
I'll
guys.
just talk and my eyes glaze over, so.
Well, I'll just get out of here. I
know. We miss you.
I miss you guys.
Oh.
I've seen you in a whole week. Thank God I'm gonna die.
I haven't seen you guys in person in a while now.
It's been too long. It's tired of this. Tired of this nonsense. Nautical nonsense. Oh, thank you, Philip.
Well, are we good, guys? Oh, thank you, Philip.
Yeah. Close it up, and then we'll bring you something exciting next week, guys. I hope to see you same time, same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah. Other than that,
thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, news.